The Trump mugshot has been released and the media goes wild, but not the way you'd think exactly. They were supposed to be excited, popping bottles of champagne, doing cartwheels and backflips. This was their big day. This was the fourth indictment. They hadn't gotten a mugshot up until this point. They got one now, and they were supposed to be hearing screams of MAGA Republicans evaporating into thin air saying, oh yeah, you're right. Now we get it. Now Trump's a criminal that nobody believes in. Now everything you're doing against him is perfectly legitimate. But that didn't happen to them. Instead, of course, the MAGA extremist insurrectionists all took this well under their wing and incorporated it and birthed out something even greater. We're going to go through several of those memes here shortly. But this was what the national media looked like. Lots of posts about this all over the place. Houston Chronicle, they did not on their front page include the mugshot. That's pretty interesting. Trump surrenders at Georgia jail. At this one, New York Post, not even a headline on that one. Not even a title, just Trump. Everything that you need to read is right there on that man's face. We had another one, the Washington Post, front page of theirs. They had the mugshot, Trump surrenders at Georgia jail in election case. They've got some other posts about Russia. Here's one from USA Today. No mugshot on that one, but they do have actually kind of a favorable image of Trump, kind of a glowing image. He looks kind of like a portrait there. Eyes on Trump and co-defendants. That's from USA Today. We've got this one. Arizona, shout out, booked in Georgia. And there's different words that people are using. You notice this. Surrender versus book versus arrested. These things are all different words. Surrender has a certain connotation to it, right? That's why the Washington Post says that. Trump surrenders at the Georgia jail versus booked versus arrested. Trump surrenders for Georgia booking. Small mugshot here. That's out of the Chicago Tribune. We see that is the actual mugshot. Wall Street Journal's got one. Trump's book stands for the mugshot. And here, Daily News. You see some people really editorialize this thing. Enemy of democracy. And so they're very hysterical about it. And this was really what they wanted, but didn't turn out that way. And we're going to see this with Rachel Maddow. She's kind of grasping for stuff to make fun of because this didn't go out so well. Now, Biden was gloating about this. This was pretty incredible. As he's prosecuting his political opponents, literally, he says, apropos of nothing, he says, I think today's a great day to give to my campaign. And look when he posted this, 4:30, August 24th, 2023. That's 4:30 my time, which is 7:30 Eastern time. That's about the same exact time, if not the exact time that Trump was being arraigned. That's the time that Trump posted that he was being arraigned. So as he is enabling all of this, providing cover by his DOJ, and there's questions about whether Big Fanny was literally colluding with Jack Smith, who is with the DOJ, not an independent counsel, works for them. It says, apropos of nothing, I think today's a great day to give to my campaign. Let's finish the job. Joe, donate to re-elect Joe and Kamala. That's what these people are doing. So they're prosecuting their opponents and they're gloating about it for all of us to see. They have no shame. This is just raw exercise of power. But we're not even playing the game of justice anymore. Not even playing with, we're going to let a fair and impartial jury and independent prosecutor come to their own conclusions in a court of law and speak through our filings. No, it's just full out legal civil war happening with prosecutors, happening with Elon getting sued by the government's HR department, with J6ers, with civil lawsuits against Trump. They're going after alternate electors, decapitating the entire head of the GOP in Michigan. Now GOP in Georgia. Arizona's probably coming up next. And Joe says, just give to my campaign. Because they don't care about that. They want to win at all costs. And a bunch of psychopath Democrats probably donated. So that's what they're doing. Now, MSNBC, I think they recognize that the energy after this mugshot drop, we were sitting here and I was a little taken aback when we first saw. I said, man, this is a powerful image. Almost a little speechless, you know. And I don't know what I was expecting. But when it dropped, what I felt was an energy shift, a momentum shifter. And we were talking about this morning on our locals, about the status change. As soon as that image dropped, the conversation shifted. It's as though Trump went from the status of a hero elevated into legend, hero to legend status. And that will not be taken away. And they've done that. They've dropped this iconic image and we're all now receiving this. And they're recognizing that. A rallying cry, a call to action. This is something that is going to live on in infamy long beyond Big Fanny. And I think MSNBC kind of got it. You can feel it in their body language. They're laughing about Trump's weight. They're saying, oh, he kind of fibbed on his weight or something, which is irrelevant to this entire thing. Okay, these are a bunch of children who are laughing as though this is somebody you tripped over a pebble and, you know, fell on their face, which is still not even funny. It's not even a funny example. I don't even know why I said that. But that's what they would laugh at, right? Because they're kind of monstrous people who like to see people fall. So when a person is charged with a serious crime and it's a serious thing, we don't have to do this type of nonsense, do we? We don't have to really indulge in it. Everybody knows it's bad. We don't have to make fun of people for their weight or sort of indulge in this almost like it's self-gratification to them, because everybody gets it. We don't have to sell it. We all know. But they've got to sell it, and they've got to do what's called coat. You'll hear it right now.
It's like, what, do they actually measure him? You know, do they put him on a scale? It's not like going to the veterinarian. They do not actually make you stand on the scale. But he's listed as a white male. His hair color is listed as blonde or strawberry.
Is that a nice way to say orange?
Blonde or strawberry. His eye color is listed as blue. His height is listed as 6'3", and his weight is listed
175.
250.
Listen to these people.
6'3", 215, people pointed out as the exact dimensions of Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know if the control room has a
Listen to these people.
Jackson.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny, and if that's what you're trying to say, I think.
Pod. He's in a pod.
I feel like an hour and 20 minutes ago, I said the whole thing is a sham. The whole thing, up to the weight. And I believe 24 hours ago,
up to the height.
When we were together, I said, I bet he's not at the debate because he's fasting. Now, even if he fasted, there's no way. And Mark Meadows had to also self-report his height and weight. He clocked in at 240.
Honestly.
There's no way Trump is 25 pounds lighter than Meadows.
He's like doubting Ozempic.
This is professional TV in America.
100%.
Absolutely.
You do
Professional.
something that doesn't become a segment. It's ridiculous.
Do we know who entered the hair color? Is that Donald Trump?
Yeah, this is them.
Or is that a legal description of the hair color?
I've never seen in a government document, like, you know, like buying a fishing license or something, you have to, like, there's like drop-down menus of like things to choose between. I've never seen strawberry as an option, but hold on.
Yeah, that's professional people in America, okay? These people think that they're very serious, that they're very intelligent, that they're just having, you know, of course you could say something like, well, they're just having fun, Rob. Yeah, they're just having fun. When this is happening right now, it's not a joke, actually. But they're treating it as a joke because they're just people who are mad with power, who have no idea what they're even doing. This whole thing is like sport for them. It's almost bloodlust for them. But they sound idiotic. I mean, they sound like kids or children joking about nonsense. If I was at a dinner with those people, and this was the conversation, you guys are insane. Is this what you do? We're not friends anymore. No, not friends. Because you sound like morons, like 8-year-old children who are bickering over somebody's weight and just dogpiling on somebody that you hate. It sounds pathetic. But they will come, you know, tomorrow, they'll be on their shows and they will have a stupid monologue that probably somebody else wrote for them because they've got no talent at all. Rachel Maddow works 1 day a week, for crying out loud. And then they'll read their stupid script and a bunch of people will just lap it up and they'll just say, wow, this is great. These people are brilliant, brilliant analysis, morons. And there's a lot of people who are, you know, these people are piped right into their brains through their cable networks. And it's kind of a disgusting affair. It's, you know, Nero fiddled, Rome burned. These people are just laughing at their side, gobbling up power, but it's shattering years of precedent. And they're so dumb that they can't even realize it. They can't even offer anything insightful. They just talk about weight and hair color. Idiots. So now somebody who's a little bit more, providing a little bit more analysis over on CNN, they're actually having a conversation with a tiny bit of substance, but they're upset, man, that this mugshot dropped. They can't believe that people are having fun with this thing. How is this possible? This mugshot was supposed to wreck everybody's weekend, but it didn't. And campaign and country, but it didn't. This is their interpretation of it. Listen how upset she is that we're all making a mockery of this incredible, iconic image.
In terms of how iconic that photo is, we now have his supporters in Georgia photoshopping themselves into mugshots, Fulton County mugshots, putting those on Twitter and calling them MAGA mugshots and saying now it's on. So he has galvanized his supporters even further. That's going to be a huge problem if he makes it to a general campaign.
It is.
But so far right now, his base is sticking with him.
That's right,
more than they ever have.
That's right.
We can put one of those up.
That's right. Good analysis, right? That's right. The base is sticking with him. I don't know why it's going to be a problem in the general election. I think it's going to be a great rallying cry during the general election. Everybody's going to continue to see how illegitimate each one of these prosecutions are as time goes by.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she tweeted out a Photoshopped mugshot with the hashtag MAGA mugshot. Jeremy, you've been shaking your head as that was described. What are you thinking?
It's deplorable. It's a mockery of justice. It shows the insanity, for lack of a better term, of people who are so lost in their obsession with Donald Trump and this theory that the election was stolen. And saying pathetic is not strong enough. It's just really sad.
Very upset that we're not taking this seriously. You know, this process is very important. Fannie is a legitimate person. She's definitely there because she earned it, certainly. And this is a perfectly legitimate case. brought in the interest of justice to save American democracy. No, the whole thing's a joke. This guy is living in his own little deluded world where he still thinks that we think that there are legitimate institutions that are doing this. We don't. And the mugshot is empowering. It is encouraging. It is an energy shift. They don't like it. You could hear them, right? They're very upset about this. It's despicable. They're making a mockery of this. How could they do such a thing? Well, they did. Certainly did. Here's a good one. I thought this one was a nice one. I thought this one was like, man, you could probably put that in a frame. This one came over from Twitter, Robert Abshire. Shout out to Robert Abshire. So I found a whole thread of these from Carl Benjamin, who's on Twitter. He put a whole thing of these together. Everybody is enjoying the memes. For example, look at this photograph right there. Donald Trump. That's the Nickelback meme. We got to have that one. We love that one. Here's a good mugshot. Oh, that's the presidential seal behind that. Oh, yeah, coming soon. Here's one. I like this one. I think this one is a nice rendering. Shout out to Robert. We've got this one. Trump's back. Here's Trump. We like that one. Here's a good one. Here's another one. This is Trump and Pepe, you know, just chilling, having a good one. Here's Donnie. Yes, that's the better catchphrase. I should have known. That's the better one. All right, so we've got Pepe's in the house. Let's see Pepe. Who else we got? So Pepe and Trump just zoned down. I think they're snowboarding or something. Here's one. Revenge, parental advisory, explicit lyrics coming soon. And so Trump is, man, he's thugged out, baby. You know, he's gangster now. We've also got this one, like your school photo. Like when your mom says, hey, little Robbie, you better smile in class. When you got school pictures today, put this on, go out there and smile. Trump shows up and this is his smile. And of course, you know how your school photos were with the laser backgrounds, you know, from your school photos. Mom, you better smile for your school photo. Me. All right, so here's another one. Posting mean things again. This is a new album by Donald Trump and the MAGA Hat Boys. Parental advisory here. Posting mean things again. That's another one. Here's another one from Wolverine. Wolverine is missing Trump. You know, Wolverine was out there fighting all of the bad guys who try to destroy humanity, and he's just taking a load off, and he's missing Trump. He's just saying, hey, you know, I miss you, man. Sorry this is happening to you. I love you. Miss you, man. Wolverine, you know, tough guy. He's a big fan of Trump, and so Trump 2024, baby. Yeah, it's like, man, we miss you, man. We're thinking about you. Even the X-Men are thinking about Trump. We've got this one, almost iconic in the rendering of the Obama image, just sort of, you know, repurposing this for the Trump crew. We've got this one, as we saw, retribution with the MAGA laser eyes coming in. And then we had, this is the actual mugshot, and then there was a whole thread of these. So some good stuff over there, right? Some fun stuff. And man, they hate that. When you take something that they are supposed to use to shatter your confidence or inflate your energy, and you just repurpose it like a judo master back into energy against them, they don't like it one bit. And this is taking hero status into legend status, something that they can't undo. This bell cannot be unrung, and Donald Trump marches on.